welcome to this new weather video. Your host, Alvin Mouse. Yes, it's quiet for now, but the big question is, will that change? And I know you're like, Alvin, I know it's going to change, and I hope we're not about to talk about more storms, and I don't want to do that either. So let's look at temperature trends first to start off the video. As looking at our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, at least we don't have to start off the video with talking about storms, as we're looking at the mid to latter portions of April favoring above normal temperatures over parts of Missouri and Illinois, even across the east and parts of the southeast. Now, I know you're like, Alvin, what do you mean by above normal temperatures? Now, normal highs for this time of the year are approaching that 70-degree mark. So when you look at above normal temperatures, this basically corresponds to some warmer days ahead. And even in the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, which a lot of people will think I would expect lower confidence, but it's actually favoring above average temperatures, even across our area, parts of the southeast, especially where there's slightly higher confidence. Now, you're probably like, okay, what does that mean by precips? Because I know some of us have been dumped with rain to start off the month. And this is really the areas that started off the month with some really heavy rainfall. Southeastern Missouri, southern Illinois, even parts of Arkansas, Kentucky that saw over 10 inches to start off the month. I know this outlook probably is like, are we doing that again? No, we're not doing that again. Yes, in the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, we are seeing signs for above normal temperatures and above normal precip over parts of Missouri and Illinois, but it is not going to be a repeat of what we saw, especially over parts of southern Illinois, Arkansas. So you don't have to worry about that at least, but I'm not saying we're not going to get rainfall in these areas, because it is going to turn a little bit more active, especially across the plains as we get into late April and even into early May. Just seeing some early signs of that I want to give you a heads up on. And talking about a heads up, we have to talk about this coming Friday, the 18th, or Good Friday, as the Storm Prediction Center already has another area of interest for that day. Now, I know a lot of us are like, I'm tired of talking about it, but let me just start here. Breathe. Of course, we're still several days away. We can see several different changes with model data. And again, this is just something we saw this morning. This is the reason why the Storm Prediction Center is like, I think we're going to get something on Friday, but we might get changes. The ingredients might not come together. So I know there's a lot of people with storm anxiety. Don't worry about it just yet. Follow me over on X. The link is down in the description, and I'll make sure I give you those updates if this comes a little bit more, becomes a little bit more concerning, in other words. But of course, while we're dealing with this quiet weather, you need to know what to do, especially if you don't have a phone or you don't have a NOAA weather radio, because these NOAA weather radios are lifesavers. You definitely want to replace the batteries on them, because even on a day like this, it's the perfect day to do it when we're not dealing with storms, because alerts come immediately. Yeah, other resources are your phone, but remember, your phone will die quicker than a NOAA weather radio, so really suggest you get it. They are lifesavers, especially when we're dealing with storms any time of the day. So again, keeping an eye on this Friday, Good Friday. I am seeing some early indications, in other words, that we might have some activity moving in late Friday into early Saturday. But again, we can get plenty of changes between now and then. Just wanted to give you a heads up on that. But of course, you want to get your NOAA weather radio from Midland, USA to keep your family safe during the 2025 severe weather season. So again, the weather's quiet for now, but of course, you want to always have multiple ways to receive warnings, so that once that storm hits, wherever you live in the United States, or us here in Missouri and Illinois, you can get that warning immediately. So again, follow me over on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Of course, you can follow me over on Threads, Instagram. Those are also really nice social media platforms. The link will be down in the description for more weather updates. Hopefully this was informative. It gave you all the information you wanted to know, and hopefully you enjoyed the fact that I started off with temperature trends instead of throwing out, hey, we're going to have a big storm on Friday, because again, that's not what I'm saying. We're going to get plenty of changes. So again, follow me over on X so that I can bring you the information, and of course, reliable information as well. But until then, I hope you have a great start to your week.